taking a thumbnail. And so I can easily give my YouTube a title, this video a title, Water in the Midst of the Desert. This is in the midst of nowhere, in the wild north. They are normally called wild north. You can easily wash my face here. Just to appreciate nature. Even this one is eatable. So when you're growing in the forest, this is what you could eat. Yeah, so this one is eatable. The fruits are so sweet. We call them lamuriak. Here they are. If you get a red one, I just want to pick one so that my brothers and sisters who take care of goats, with the meat, you can be able to eat. Because I can get something to eat, I just eat one. And I'm going to leave these two. I'm not going to eat these two. I'll leave them for my young boys who will keep taking care of the sheep. They call it a place with more and more rocks. A place with more and more rocks. A fence. You're able to look at it. This is someone's fence. Animal in the desert will never run dry. The animal in the desert will never run dry. And that's why I'm exploring this beautiful place. So for those who are returning to the channel, welcome back to the channel Masai with a camera. And today I'm just exploring to show you the beauty of nature that God has provided. With such a big rock and cold place, definitely I want to show you it is a possible place to get. Because it is cold, it is also attractive to reptiles. So I have to be careful so that I don't come across a snake. Because it this one want to fight me, so I have to threaten it that I can also fight you back. So I'm just walking around, loitering in the dry areas of Kenya. Extremely rocky. Sheep cannot survive because you can see the grass is not there anymore. Wonderful. God loves his people. Imagine this place is so dry, but there is a known source of water here. And from this part of the world, these are the cows. These are beautiful cows. So I'm just explaining to him, when you do content, somebody may be admired or attracted to your video, and you never know who will support you. So in my subscribers, if you feel you can support him, please support him. The phone number is there, +254 746 28 0066. For my subscribers in Jamaica, my subscriber in the US, you can support him directly. You can also reach me through the number, and then you can be able to talk to him. He's one jovial man. Ya ujui nani anakusaidia sio? Uko mtu atasikia story ya Kikuyu na aseme akupigie mwenye akuuliza. So I'm telling somebody can hear about the Kikuyu culture and may want to know more, and you can directly call unto him. Huwa nafanya hivyo, and then you never know. Haujui nani atakuja asikie culture ya Kikuyu na aseme wapi mzee tumshike. So I'm just telling you, you never know. You can watch this content, get inspired by the Kikuyu culture, and they choose to call. Sio ni mzuri sana. Wacha nione kidogo hivi. Sisi tuko na ng'ombe. Lakini ng'ombe zenu ni kubwa sababu ya joto.
Na kwenyu na
mimi Narok, mimi kwetu Narok.
Inakuwaga
ng'ombe yetu sasa hawakuwa kubwa hivi sababu ya joto. Nyinyi mko na joto.
Hapa iko mzuri, hata iko kubwa kuliko hata hii.
Sasa unapata kwetu sasa ng'ombe kama huyu. Huyu amezaa mara ngapi?
Huyu inaza
bado
mara tatu.
So kwetu napata ng'ombe yetu ni wa baridi, wamefinyika. Lakini hata kwa sababu ya joto napata wenye wamekuwa nini? Wamekuwa wakubwa. So wacha nione ng'ombe. So ladies and gentlemen, this is content from this part of the world. These are the cows. These are beautiful cows. extremely beautiful cows. Wow, this is now the where they drink their water from. For those who feel they can support the old man, please support him. Very friendly. And this is also a dangi. This is a dangi. And this is a small one. This one got stuck in water, but it is now safe. How beautiful. And so from here, I come to you live from Morocco area, extremely dry place. But there is good source of water. Taka nikuchape. Kanda. This one want to fight me, so I have to threaten it that I can also fight you back. It does not want camera. Haya, utaki camera? Ama atanipiga? This one can fight me. You want to lick the camera? How beautiful. Unataka kunipiga? Subscribe to the channel if you are new, please join me in the next video. Hapa kuna bomba nyingine hakuna. Ni kichaka tu. Wacha tu nione vile inakaa. So I'm just walking around loitering in the dry areas of Kenya. Extremely rocky. This is so beautiful. This is so rocky. And this is great. As I was informing you, this is one of the holes. The rocks are arranged in layers in such a manner that this is now a fence. You can be able to look at it. This is someone's fence. I am literally walking on someone's fence. The unique fence of Kenya. This is now what we call the wild knot. Wild knot in Kenya is all the way above the equator, and from the equator upward, you are able to go to the northern side of the equator, and this is now the vegetation. These are cactus trees. These are beautiful trees around, and they are beautiful birds of nature. At the moment, this place is extremely dry, so you find that the sheep cannot survive because you can see the grass is not there anymore. But the goats can survive in such a place. But definitely the cows now face imminent trend. And we are almost about 6 degrees north of the equator, because the equator is now from below side of the country. And I'm right now at the northern side of the equator. Maybe if I get time, I will do the equator test. But despite all, God is so wonderful. God loves his people. Imagine this place is so dry, but there is a known source of water here. That despite it being extremely dry, God has still provided water for this place. And all you can see ahead here is abundance water. This is all about abundance water, the source of life in dry north. The place is so dry, there is no grass, there is nothing. But God has provided water for the communities around this place. This is wonderful. This is beautiful, because this water, you can imagine there was no water here. And then there is no grass. Then there is no any other vegetation. The livelihood of this place could be gone. Nobody has constructed this, but this one is a self-made water source, naturally. And if you look closely, this is where goats and sheep meet to get water. This is in the midst of nowhere, in the wild north. normally called wild north. You can easily wash my face here. Just to appreciate nature. Just to appreciate nature. And say thank you to God, because if you can imagine these people without this water. And this maybe is this the end of the water source? Let me try to go beneath. All over you can see are rocks, and maybe my friend, the desert foxes, the desert explorers. These are the places you can consider. And funny enough, despite a stoppage having been put here, there is still water going downstream. God works in a miraculous manner. There is still water going downstream. And so I can easily give my YouTube a title, this video a title, Water in the Midst of the Desert. Wow. Oh, I'm almost falling. I'm almost falling. Water in the midst of nowhere. Wild not? Na explore tu, naonyesha tu vile Mungu ameweka maji kwa desert. Si ndio? Yaani inakauka, lakini Mungu anasema hata kama hakuna nyasi anaachia nyinyi nini? Maji. Sasa mimi naona tu, so I'm excited to him. I'm just exploring to show him that. Nyinyi ndio mliweka mawe hapa? Hii mawe nyinyi ndio mliweka hapa? Nyinyi ndio mliweka mawe tu hapa? Na maji inapita chini ya mawe. So I'm asking him, how did you come up with such a knowledge whereby this is a dam, but the whole of this area are stone? And this now explained to me possibly the source of the stones is possibly there, because when I was here some time back, I was able to come across such a place, but I did not expect to have this here. I want to take a thumbnail. I want to take a thumbnail for myself here. And I'm just taking a thumbnail using my phone, and I will be able to name that the title of the video will be as indicated in the title, Source of Water. Wow. I'm just taking a thumbnail. I'm just taking a thumbnail. Wow. God works in a miraculous manner. Ladies and gentlemen, this is in Laikipia County. This is in Laikipia County. Extremely dry, just like any other part of Kenya. But God has, in His miraculous manner, has provided a source of water that has no origin, but continue to be mesmerized. Let me walk across, downward, as I see and tour to see the beautiful water source that don't have no end. And I want to show you, this is, I wish I had carried some. This is a place you can possibly take a shower. And so the African shower lakes continue to remain here. You can look at the surrounding, extremely dry. This one has no comparison. Extremely dry. Someone has fenced his land off. Even in the desert, people own this land. And another stream beneath. So those who had covered it have not done it with bad intent. For them, they have covered it on their side. But nature continues to work in a miraculous manner. Despite that heavy, big dam construction, there is still another dam here. So the animal in the desert will never run dry. The animal in the desert will never run dry. And that's why I'm exploring this beautiful place. So for those who are returning to the channel, welcome back to the channel Masai with a camera. And today I'm just exploring to show you the beauty of nature that God has provided. With such a big rock and cold place, definitely I want to show you it is a possible place to get, because it is cold. It is also attractive to reptiles. So I have to be careful so that I don't come across a snake, because it is very possible to come across a snake here, because definitely they want this water and they also have themselves around the rock. So I have to be careful when I walk amidst this place. I feel scared. I feel scared walking here, but I have to explore. So for those of us who are new to the channel, welcome. I go by the name Masai with the camera. Please consider like, subscribe, make a positive comment, and let's grow this YouTube channel. It is a channel meant to explore the world, explore the Maasai land, explore the Maasai culture, and just make life good. If people in this place can survive and can live in this extreme weather condition, we can definitely be able to make and survive in the desert. This is me. I continue to explore downstream. I continue to explore downstream at Muruku area. At Muruku area, the unknown source of water in the desert. So beautiful, so beautiful. I am walking along this side of the country, and only the place now we have grass is along this area. This is someone. This is where people take their shower. You're able to see it was covered. So I told you that such a valley now attract a number of animals, from reptiles. Definitely even such a place. Wow, one of them is a bird, has just flown ahead of me. So I'm telling you, this place now is an attractive center to so many things. But if the dry season we could not receive in the country continue today, then for 1 more week or 2 more weeks, we are likely going to face a dire situation. I am told if I go this direction on and on, I will meet the Maasai community. And the Maasai people in Kenya are divided into a number of counties. They live in Narok County, at the same time they live in this county. This is one of the plants we eat in the forest. But it is also, when we are growing, we could eat. Let me just show you. This one is not a fruit, but even this one is eatable. So when you are growing in the forest, this one you could eat. Yeah, so this one is eatable. The fruits are so sweet. We call them lamuriak. Here they are. If you get a red one, I just want to pick one so that my brothers and sisters who take care of goats, when they meet, they can be able to eat. Because I can get something to eat, I just eat one. And I'm going to leave these 2. I'm not going to eat these 2. I will leave them for my young boys who will keep taking care of the sheep. I also only take a small, only a bit of this, and I eat it. The rest I leave them for the boys, so that when the boys come to look at their cows and sheep, they can be able to meet it. And if I eat the 2 of them from that tree, I will have disadvantaged the young boys who follow the sheep and goats. Walk with me, enjoy, explore the wild part of Kenya, where we have water in the most unlikely place. Wow, I've just informed you, this area is prone to so many birds. Surrounding else is dry. The sheep will struggle to survive in this place. But God has put it in a miraculous manner. We have water. And this is water along, let me call it River Muruku now, because this is along the Muruku area. And Muruku has a history. This used to be when Kenya was colonized by the European, they settled in this place. And when they settled in this place, they call it a place with more and more rocks. A place with more and more rocks. And the Kikuyu people who happened to be living in this area and did not understand the English language, they called it Muruku. Muruku. They had more rocks, and because English was hard for them, they call it Muruku. But the real meaning here was, this name was given by the people who colonized Kenya, that is the European, who happened to be Britons. Kenya was colonized by the Britons, and so they named this place More Rocks, a place with more rocks. But the Kikuyu people who had them say Moroks thought they said Muruku, and that's why the name Muruku has been given that name. This sound a very good place to take a thumbnail. Let me again try to check a thumbnail. Can a thumbnail work for me here? Let me try for a thumbnail. And I will record as I take the thumbnail. Thumbnail recorder. Because the title of the video is very explanatory. A source of water in the most unlikely place. So I continue